Today looks like an exceptionally nice fall day along the Oregon coast, so we're going to go down and take a look at Uquinna Head Lighthouse. This is supposed to be the tallest lighthouse in Oregon, and it's a relic of a bygone era shipping. We see it standing tall out on the end of Uquinna Head. We go down to the little town of Newport, take a right, and follow the old road. This old road used to be called the Quarry Road. It went to a rock quarry before it became a national park for the lighthouse at Uquinna Head. We fumble through our wallet looking for our Golden Age card. With the Golden Age card, we get in free, so it's important we find it. While we wait in line, there's several cars ahead of us. A nice day, I guess that's what you can expect. There are a few cars ahead of us, but the line goes fast. They have very courteous and very efficient help at the national parks to check you in. So we pull up and show them our Golden Age card, and we're ready to go. She waves us on, and we go down to the visitor center. I want to go to the visitor center because it used to be they had tours of the lighthouse, and I wanted to go see if we could possibly get in one. I have been on lighthouse tours before, and they at this lighthouse, and it was exceptional. This is the tallest lighthouse on the Oregon coast, and it is very, very well built and has been here for a long time. We go in the visitor center, and the first thing I want to do is check and see if there's possibly a tour. The colors of our nation fly out in front of this place, and this was at one time a big rock quarry. My first trip here, we were going down fishing, and this was a working rock quarry. It was a beehive of activity as trucks were hauling rocks in and out and blasting the sides of the quarry to get more gravel. So they did a lot for developing Newport, Oregon. To my delight, I found there was a tour of the lighthouse, but the woman that told me about it neglected to tell me that you're not allowed to take videos in there, that you can only take stills. So we'll learn this later after we get started on the tour. The tour was only going to be for the lower level of the house, of the lighthouse, the ground floor, but we'll take anything we can get at this. A very nice and courteous, well-informed young man tells us that he'll go in and get things set up for the tour, and then we'll be ready to go. And at this stage, he hasn't told us that we're not allowed to take videos there, as he counts out about 10 or 15 people for the first tour. And by the way, the tour was absolutely excellent. He did a real excellent job with the tour. The only thing I wish it could have been on video, but sometimes you have to go with what you got. First, we go into the fuel room where he'll break the word to me, no video.
Any pictures that you'd like to, a lot of really great stuff to see. We would prefer no videos, but you can certainly take as many pictures as you'd like. But yeah.
First, we'll look at the oil containers. These could have held whale oil, but it was too expensive, so they used pork lard. to fire the lights. The oil was poured in small containers and then transported up the 200 and some steps to the light. There was a ship that would bring oil and supplies to the lighthouse. They called it a lighthouse tender, and so they would bring this kind of thing to the lighthouse. Then we see the steps, which had to be climbed every day by the lighthouse keepers to go up and polish the lens. After a night's burning, the lens would be pretty sooty. They had to polish it, carry oil up, and do other kind of maintenance. Although this lens didn't rotate like many of them did, it still had to be taken care of. The tour was absolutely excellent, and it only lasted about 10 minutes because we could only go in the lower level. And then we went outside where we can take all the videos we want, and we're going to go down to where the tidal pools all are. But unfortunately, the fog rolled in while we were in there and the tide came in. So we'll be able to see very little in the way of tidal pools there. But I'd highly recommend a tour of the lighthouse. And I don't know what the deal is on no videos, but that's what we were up against. The person that gave the tours did an excellent job. I only wish that we could have taken videos and gone clear up to the lens. But maybe another time after they get their remodeling of the stairs done, that it'll be possible to do that. And I don't know about the video. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. While we were messing around, the tide is about high tide, so we'll be able to see no tidal pools. And the fog rolled in pretty dense, so we won't be able to see a whole lot down here. But there's a pebble beach that's well worth noting. It's a bunch of rocks, all sort of the same size. The ocean has the way of sorting these rocks and stacking them. And so it's fun to walk down on the pebble beach and hear the pebbles roll beneath your feet.